What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel.
Another Wednesday night. We made it. We made it for another single Wednesday. We're on like 8 in a row, I think.
We should probably count these out. It's impressive.
Yeah, we should get a little thing going here. But yeah, that's
I'm whining tonight.
And when you guys are in the chat, make sure obviously right away let us know if you can or cannot hear us. We were good last week, but I think the week before that we had technical difficulties on the microphones, but it seems as though
we're getting the bugs out.
So what is up, everybody? Welcome to our Wednesday Night Live session where we start to go live, answer a lot of questions that we have in the chat. So if you guys have a question, make sure you get to us. But
Curtis, how are you doing?
Well, hello. So we just got back in. We were out tonight for a friend's birthday, and had dinner for that.
And margaritas. They were delicious.
We are loud and clear.
Good.
All right, good. So I'm happy to hear that. That makes me feel better because if it didn't work, I wouldn't know what else to do. So you guys are out. So yeah, we smashed down some Mexican today. What is up, Russ? Had some margaritas today.
We did.
For our friend Beth's birthday. Her and her husband. Her husband is we learned tonight, a helicopter pilot, which is pretty cool. We actually didn't know what he did. Turns out that he's a helicopter pilot.
Oh, there's so much more context that goes into that.
Oh, so gotta take it away. Tell me about tonight.
Yeah. Like about dinner? Or just in general?
No, what we had for breakfast.
So we went to a place called Banditos. It's our second time ever being there. And it was good. But can I just tell you guys, it was 75 degrees on like Saturday, Sunday. I mean, we might have even had a warm Thursday and Friday as well. Chris thought for sure it was going to be like, we're into summer. Spring is here. We've arrived. It is going to be a bright, sunny rest of 2024. Well, Monday came around and it got cold. Well, today, it is probably the coldest day we've had in the last 2 weeks. And it's freezing out. And the restaurant that we went to, I don't think they put their heat on. So it was really cold. So there was that.
Yeah, it was actually quite a chilly dinner.
Yeah. But the food was good, and the margaritas were amazing.
I'm excited for the summer Myrtle Beach weather. We got to get that going soon. I'm ready for like boat season, bikini season. Well, not bikini for me. Nobody wants to see me in a bikini.
Maybe they do.
Who knows?
I'm ready for bikini season.
Yeah, I've had enough of this cold weather. I'm going through like seasonal depression. Yet when we were living in New Jersey, if we had like a winter 50-degree weather, we'd be so excited. And I'm like already depressed when it's 50 degrees.
Yeah, I used to go out for like a run in the shorts and a sports bra if it was like 45 degrees out. Like that was a heat wave this time of year. Now it's 45 degrees and I'm crying under the covers and I'm not getting out of bed.
Yeah, it does suck.
Yeah. But there's a lot of people with like vitamin D issues. Have you seen that?
I have not seen their vitamin D. I have not seen their issues.
So this is kind of new to me. I didn't know that this was a thing until recently. There's like a vitamin D light that you can actually have. Like people actually put them like on their desk at work.
There's also vitamin D pills.
There's vitamin D pills, which we take. It's like a normal supplement, but for those people that don't see the sunshine, like we're lucky where we live. Like it is sunny every day. Even if it's cold, it's still sunny. We're getting like a blast of sunshine. But there's a lot of people that don't get that, living in like colder climates or whatever. And they actually have lights that provide you with the necessary vitamin D. I thought that was pretty cool. What will they come out with next?
Who knows? Anything else sell and make money. What is up, Ernest? Michael. Juanca. How do you say that? Juanca Roya. I think that's it.
Your face right now.
I was just trying to read it. My eyes are terrible. But coffee's kicking in, so I'm starting to get my second wind. My big ass Kit Kat cup.
Well, I'm having wine and he's having coffee.
We have one of those Nespresso coffee machines that we got for Christmas, and we were just talking about this at dinner. These if you're a coffee drinker and you haven't had coffee out of an espresso machine, it's like life changing. It makes coffee. Like I love drinking coffee, but when I drink it out of the Nespresso machine, I get so excited to have coffee. Like when I wake up in the morning, all I focus on is espresso in the morning.
Yeah, I agree. But
Tonight's gonna be a fun night because our dog is so wound up right now.
She was in the crate for like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah,
So
she's not having it.
she's excited that we're home and she wants attention. So
Lucas says hello from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
why do you feel like that?
I think that's how it's pronounced.
Is that the way the accent is in Brazil?
Well, there's a lot of fighters
You
in
sound
UFC
so
from
aggressive.
Rio de Janeiro, and so that's how they say it whenever I hear it on UFC.
Mm.
It's a bit different than New Jersey. Indeed it is, Russ. Indeed it is.
I mean, to be fair, if we were in New Jersey, we would not have gotten as close to the beach, as close to the ocean as we did today. So we are no longer in New Jersey.
Tristan, I don't know what that means.
What did he say?
Is that where he's from? I don't know what that means. I see Canada. I can't see what it says in front of that. Manicotti?
Is that like an Italian pasta?
Isn't that? I think that's
It does
pasta.
like stuffed shells.
Manicotti is a pasta dish. But yeah, is that where you're from? Tristan? Is it Tristan or Tristan? Some people do pronounce that a hard A.
I think that's just Biscayne.
I think that's also too many margaritas for me. So,
It might be that. It might be just that.
we were talking at dinner about vacation locations. Somebody was saying we were talking about different places to go. Some people were at dinner with had trips coming up, but we were talking about our favorite 3 destinations for vacation that we've been to and our worst one. So of the places that we've gone to, where was your top 3 places to go?
Okay, so I think my favorite also is my least favorite, and I think you know why.
Vegas,
No, that's also one of my favorites.
Mexico.
No, Bermuda. I loved Bermuda so much, but I hated it. Hated it because I got like in a car accident, like badly mangled from it.
Yeah, if you didn't see that video, when you're done here, write it down in the notes to go check. Go on YouTube and search like Kristen Graham Bermuda. What is she doing up there on top of the couch? Look
He
up
wants to be in
Bermuda.
frame.
Like type in like Kristen Graham Bermuda motorcycle crash or something like that.
It was the best vacation. We had so much fun. It was beautiful. There's so much to do.
We went there on a cruise.
We went down a cruise, but we really had a good time. And then I get in this like moped accident, head-on collision with a car, and ruins the last half of our trip. Like we had like 7-day cruise. I had like 4 great days. 3 days I was like banged up,
Like a head-on collision at both
bandaged.
cars going 40 miles an hour. Went to the hospital. But when we get back onto the boat, they were like, make sure you change your dressing. She's covered like head to toe in bandages. And we went to like the first aid medical area.
They gave me
on
a
the cruise.
Band-Aid.
And then they sold us Band-Aids. They're like,
Oh,
we have a
yeah.
Band-Aid. And I was like, okay. They're like, it's $1 each. And I was like, can you just charge it to our room? They're like, no. And I was like, well, I don't have cash. I'm on a cruise. We had to go get money and go buy. They had like 3 Band-Aids at max. So, yeah, that was a good vacation. It would have been probably amazing had you learned how to drive.
That's what I mean. It was like my favorite vacation, but it was ruined. So I do want to go back. I really do want to go back, but I would not recommend the mopeds in Bermuda. They're put together with duct tape, maybe super glue. Super glue doesn't hold, just so you're aware. But I do want to go back. I think it was beautiful. Second favorite, I loved Mexico this year.
Yeah, I think Cancun. Cancun was really good.
It was
Well, we
fun.
went with a good group of people. We went with a large group of people, and everybody had a lot of fun, and there was a lot of drinking involved, and like walking the streets of Cancun, and
Cheers.
so it went really well, and love the beard. Thank you. So it was a good trip. I really liked it. It was warmer than it was here, so that was a bonus. I don't know what I would have as like a least favorite though.
Well, what's your third favorite?
Third favorite,
I'm between 2.
I would wrap like we always do, like South Florida. That's always one of my favorites. So like Boca, Fort Lauderdale, Miami. I always group that all together.
Yep. I'm between like a Fort Lauderdale, like South Florida trip versus like Vegas. Like I don't know which
Vegas
one.
is okay. Vegas is
Vegas,
like,
I always want to go home.
yeah, I don't really look forward to Vegas as much as I do Florida. Florida's nice. It's like by the beach. it's quick and easy to get to. Vegas is fun, but you just go there knowing that it's going to be like an all-nighter every night and exhausting. And then the time difference gets you. So
It does. So
I don't mind
Florida.
Vegas, but I'll take South Florida.
I'm with you. That's why we married for so long. We're always on the same page.
But I don't know what my worst vacation is.
Well, it would have to be Bermuda because it ruined your vacation. Then I got injured, right?
I guess.
I'm making your decisions for you. No, what?
So it was Tristan. So I was right the first time. What's in the Kit Kat cup? Just coffee. I was drinking too much earlier, so and I was getting tired, so I figured it's time to wake me back.
He was so excited when he was like, "I'm gonna go home and make an espresso," and I was like, "I'm gonna have some wine. Are you gonna judge me?" I mean, I already started drinking. I might as well continue on.
Yeah, so I'm happy with doing coffee, get myself back up, waking myself back up. Usually kicks in pretty hard by the time we get off the live. So then we get off the live, then the coffee hits, and then I'm wide awake and trying to go to sleep.
But then he works. You sat up in bed and like work.
That's true. It's usually I grab my laptop and then start like editing YouTube videos and trying to figure everything out for all the channels. Because not only is it Kristen's channel, it's this one, the Hustle and Muscle podcast channel. Then we've got her channel with her friend, the CPA After Dark channel. So yeah, so there's that. Cheers.
Cheers. All the amount of work. So another thing we wanted to talk about. So on Saturday we took Shadow to meet this gentleman, and this girl, Shadow, this lady, female dog, she's such a bitch. So she is almost 1.5. She is a lot of energy, and we knew ish that a Doberman was going to be like a lot of work, but we did not know that she would be scared of most humans, hate other dogs.
She's scared of everything.
Petrified of small children. Like if they're eye level, petrified. Like hair stands up, she cries in a corner, like scared they're going to attack her because they're at eye level with her. I kid you not, she is like a hazard. So we take her to an area to meet this gentleman who does, I guess, discipline, or
He's
discipline?
I think an animal behavioralist.
Behavioralist, that's it. I'm sorry, wrong word. So he's a behavioralist. So she knows sit, stay, down, come, heel, basic commands. Great. If there's nobody in the room, it's you and the dog. She will kill it. She's amazing. So smart. You put another human in the room, I don't care who it is, whether she knows them or not. She is a crazed lunatic and doesn't hear, see, know what's going on. She's an animal. There's no, or it's not even organized chaos. It is just complete and utter lunacy. She's crazy. So we need to reel this in ASAP because she's 1.5 years old and we need to get this under control. Does anybody have anything where they've dealt with dogs like this? We love her. She's affectionate. She's cuddly and sweet, but I think she makes up her own rules as she goes along. We are definitely having issues with her.
Yeah, so we booked this guy and we're going to send her to boot camp, doggy boot camp. It's going to be like a Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until whenever we get the dog back.
It's like a 10-hour day thing.
Like 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. type of thing. And he takes the dog all day and trains her. And she's going to get a shock collar. And he showed us that collar, which actually
It's not really a shock collar. It's like a TENS unit.
Yeah, it doesn't really hit that hard.
Chris wore one that he had on himself. But it didn't
Not like on my neck.
I realized the way that sounds. He put it in his hand and the guy turned up the shock collar to like where he would normally like shock a dog at, and Chris was like, this you're gonna need to turn this up to affect her. But so it made us feel better about the shocking.
Yeah, so that starts coming up pretty soon, so hopefully it like wakes her up a little bit and gets her ass in gear a little. So So
Yeah.
there's that.
We
So.
were actually talking tonight about when you get like a dog, right? You get like one dog, and you're like, oh man, Scruffy looks like he really needs another friend. Let's get another dog. He looks lonely. Well, reality is your dog's probably not lonely. It probably just wants your attention. And when you get another dog, you're just gonna have twice as much chaos.
Yeah.
Like your dog does not need a companion. Your dog just
We
needs to
thought
hang out
Josh
with you.
needed a friend, and then we got this. We got this one, this Doberman, and Josh stares at us like while the Doberman's biting his head, like
Please
staring
don't.
at us like, "Come on, why did you have to get a second dog?"
Send her back.
So yeah, that was a terrible idea. But no, she's good. She's good here at the house. She's good with us. But man, taking her for a walk in public, whew, yeah,
No.
she is a good protection dog. Nobody's coming in our house or coming near us. She's very protective.
But truth is, she's actually scared. I don't think that she's protective. I think she looks terrifying, but she's actually afraid herself.
Tristan said, "Hey, I saw that video. Which video did you see? The moped one?
That's what I'm thinking he's talking about.
Yeah, the moped one was a good one.
It was a well, we were not planning on filming it for that reason, but the footage did come in handy.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions too, we don't have too many like stories for tonight. So if you guys have any questions or anything you want us to answer tonight, make sure you guys let us know. We'll try to go through those too, and probably won't be like a super late night tonight, but figured we'd just hop on here and see what everybody's doing and get to that. So yeah, so Tristan, let us know which.
Yeah, which video was it?
Yeah, I'm curious.
It's probably, I would assume that because that's what we were just talking about.
Yeah, and if you guys have any ideas of videos you want to see for her channel too, let us know. Or if there's anything special you guys want us to talk about one of these Wednesday nights, let us know ahead of time also.
I do have something kind of exciting coming back to my channel from Sunday.
Well, you might as well tell them now.
Should I tell them now?
Well, you can't bring something up and not say it.
So, people ask me all the time about strongman, and it was beautiful this weekend. I said earlier tonight that it was a gorgeous weekend. Sun was shining, and I woke up Sunday morning. And Sunday morning, I usually wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna go to the gym. But the gyms in Myrtle Beach, I swear, they don't open till like 10 o'clock in the morning. If I wake up at 8 o'clock, I want to go to the gym. I don't want to wait until 10 o'clock. So I made breakfast. We're talking, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to the gym. And it was so nice out. We had the doors open, the windows open. It was gorgeous. The sun was shining. And I was like, I kind of want to take the yoke out. So Chris was like, I think that's a fantastic idea. We should film it. And I was like, I don't really know if we should film it because I haven't done yoke in, I kept saying a year. I think it's been more like 2 years. Like it really has been a long time. So we take the yoke out. Chris puts the whole thing together. I do nothing. I don't lift a finger. He handles all of it. Amazing. Get yourself a Chris because amazing. So we go outside and I start doing the yoke. I do one run with the yoke and I was smiling. Was I not smiling? Ear to ear.
Yeah, it was a good day.
It was a good
It
day.
was also 75 degrees in Myrtle Beach, so it's hard not to smile.
Also true. But it was, I mean, it was windy, but I did one yoke run. He's like, how do you feel? And I'm like, I feel like, number one, I'm going to be so sore. There's a lot of muscles that you don't realize that you use, like the stabilizing muscles in your body. Like I haven't even been squatting or deadlifting. Like I've been doing like leg press and leg extensions and lunges and goblet squats. Like I haven't done anything like crazy, heavy, free weight, whatever. So I put a yoke on my back, empty it, it's 165 pounds, and I run with it. I'm moving. I'm like, oh my God, this feels amazing. Every muscle in my entire body was activated the whole time. So I woke up Monday morning and I was really sore, to say the least. But I can't wait to do it again. When I'm not so sore, of course.
Well, that's the goal, right? Like put out a video every Sunday.
Yeah, so I would like to not just do yoke. I know that there's going to be things that I can't do. Or maybe I can do light. I don't know. We'll kind of play with it as we go. But we said, what if we do like Strongman Sunday? And we're not going to be here this Sunday. So it's kind of hard to like start Strongman Sunday on a weekend. Like we're going to be, busy and around and stuff. But we'd like to do Strongman on Sundays. So I'm kind of excited about it. Haven't done it. and I'm kind of amped up. So I haven't been this excited about working out in a while. So this feels right.
Well, that video though, the yoke one is the that one's coming out on Sunday, on this Sunday.
Okay.
So yeah, so we'll have one out this Sunday.
Those will be exciting.
Yeah. Oh, so one of the things we talked about at dinner tonight was when we were going on vacations, our friends are going on a cruise, and we've been on a couple cruises, and they said, I asked them about they're also somewhat they dabble in the art of drinking alcohol like us, and they said it's a Disney cruise and they don't have like an all you can drink package on the cruise ship, and I was like, well, then don't go on that cruise because that's the point of going on a cruise is just drinking as much alcohol as possible. I mean, you're stuck on a floating barge. Like, what else? There's nothing to do except drink alcohol. So they said, well, you can bring a bottle of wine onto the cruise ship.
Which is not enough for like a 5-day cruise.
Right, one bottle of wine per person. I mean, we can go through 3 bottles sitting here talking to you guys in an hour. But so I said you have to get these rum runner bags and like smuggle it onto the ship. And they seemed interested in learning more. So has anybody ever gone onto a cruise and successfully smuggled alcohol onto the cruise? If so, let me know in the chat if you have, or if you have friends that have. So we've done it before and we've never been caught, but I know there's multiple ways to do it. So I figured if you're going on a cruise, you might want to listen to this part of it. So
there are YouTube videos on this, by the way, because we studied this hard.
we did. So one of the ways that you can do it is you're allowed to bring a bottle of wine with you. So what some people said is you can take a bottle of wine and you want to get like a dark bottle, not necessarily just a red wine, but you want to get like one where the wine bottle is actually like tinted, like somewhere like actually tinted to dark red, or like just a darker bottle. So that way you really can't see into it. And what you can do is you make sure you get one with a cork, and you can take the cork and actually pound it down into the bottle itself. So the cork goes straight down into the bottle. That way it doesn't expand and pop and like get big. So you push the cork down into the bottle so it's floating in with the wine. Turn the bottle upside down and you dump it all out. And then what people will do is they'll put like a shopping bag, you go to Publix or ShopRite, whatever you have. You put one of those bags and stuff it down the bottle, and you can like kind of like hook the cork, and then you can pull the shopping bag out and the cork comes with it and it's still the correct shape. So then what you do is then you can clean the bottle, wash it all out, and then fill it with like vodka or tequila, whatever you want. And then you can take that cork and you can put it back in. And if the bottle's tinted, nobody can tell what color the liquid is inside. So then you put the cork back in, and then you can wrap it all back up, and it's like never opened wine bottle. So
you have a bottle of vodka or tequila.
And it looks like wine.
Right.
So that's one way to do it. Another one that some people get caught, but if you do it well, you won't, is if you get like a bottle of like mouthwash, like say it's like that green scope, you could like open it up, dump it out, and then fill it with like vodka and add like green food coloring or blue, like like the like mouthwash is like blue or green,
right,
and then tint it to look the exact same. And then what you do is not only do you have to put the lid back on, but they sell the like heat wrap that you put over the bottle and you heat it up and it re-shrink wraps the lid back on. I mean, there's people that go through lengths to get, because you think about it, a bottle of like Tito's is like $20, but you can make like 8 drinks, 10 drinks out of it, and they're going to sell them for like $15, $16 a drink on the cruise ship. But anyway, the other thing you get are, if you go on like Amazon, is you look up these things called rum runner bags, and they're basically these like flat Ziploc bags that you can fill up with like, same thing, vodka, tequila, whatever you want.
Now this we have done.
Yeah, and then these bags, because they're kind of thin and big, like big bladders, you can like stuff them in your clothes in the suitcase. And I guess when they put them through their like detection systems, I'm guessing it's like not necessarily a metal detector, but probably like TSA type thing, because the liquor is so thin and like dispersed that it doesn't really show up on their machines. So we would put like, take your jeans and like stuff one of those rum runners in like one of the legs, lay it flat and fold your jeans up over it and just stuff them, hide them in your suitcases. And then when our suitcases came to our room, we opened them up and all the alcohol was still in there. So we had like a bunch of these bladders filled with alcohol and nobody picked up on it. And
we drank the entire cruise.
Yeah, because the one cruise we went on, they didn't have an alcohol package. It was like a fitness cruise. They didn't even offer it. Like you couldn't buy it. And they did sell alcohol, I think by the glass, but they wouldn't let you buy like an all-inclusive pass where you could just keep, getting drinks all day. But So we did do that, and worst case scenario, if you look up the cruise lines, like if you look up what happens if you get caught breaking these rules, is like it just says they confiscate the alcohol, and then you can get it back when you get off the cruise. So like worst case scenario, you don't get to drink your alcohol on the cruise,
Right.
but like you don't get a fine, you don't get kicked off the boat, you don't get arrested, like nothing. You literally get the alcohol back when you leave. So
Sounds like a no-brainer to me. Let's smuggle alcohol into a cruise ship.
yeah, so those are just a couple of the ways. So if you're going on a cruise, you might want to hit me up and I'll let you know these stories all over again. But
We should start making how-to videos.
how to get in jail? We're gonna get banned from like Disney Cruise
Right.
for life. But yeah, so that's
Even Mickey Mouse needs a drink every once in a while.
But I was skeptical with the rum runner bags because like when we were on a cruise, it was like we stopped right before the port. We went and found a liquor store and just ran in and bought like bottles of like vodka and then ran in the parking lot, cracked them open, and then filled up these Ziploc bag things. And then they have like you Ziploc them like 18 different times so they can't like open in your bag. Because that was my fear, was my bag would just be leaking
Right.
vodka.
Now all your
everywhere.
clothes are ruined.
Yeah. But it worked, and we
were fine. We drank the whole time. We had a blast.
because I think we had like 3 of those rum runner bags, so that was literally like 3 bottles of Tito's that we smuggled onto the boat for
For
like
a 3-day cruise.
for like a 3-day cruise. So we literally could split a bottle every single day of vodka.
Yeah. It was great.
Saved us a lot of money, and we didn't get caught.
Yeah, every bottle of vodka made it to our rooms. We were highly successful.
That probably explains why you got a head-on collision on a motorcycle.
That was on a different cruise. On that cruise, we had an all-inclusive package.
Yeah, that's true.
I was allowed to drink all the alcohol.
Don't drink and then rent mopeds in Bermuda.
Well, and also don't tell a doctor that you're good, you don't need painkillers because you have the alcohol package. Because the doctors in Bermuda judged me not for drinking alcohol on vacation, but because I had a child with me. And I was judged. And I was like, I drink because I have a daughter. Probably shouldn't say that either. But he didn't like me very much. Didn't think I was funny.
Yeah, if you go to a doctor in Bermuda, also you have to know that if you're from the United States, your medical cards don't work there. I was like, here, do you take Horizon, Blue Cross Blue Shield? And they were like, we take cash.
I think he spit in your face at that.
So yeah, we that overall was a fun trip, but
Yeah, I mean, I would go back.
you rent a moped also in Bermuda. If it's your first time ever driving a moped, that's one thing. But then you have to drive on the opposite side of the road if you're from America. And you drive on the opposite side of the road, and then you're trying to like navigate like what do you guys call them, like roundabouts, or I think some people call them different things, but like basically you come into like a circle.
The circles, the roundabouts, yeah.
But you have to do those backwards, so that's fun. So if you've been drinking and never drove a moped and you're on the wrong side
You
of the
make
road,
it sound like it was my fault. The wind picked me up and moved me into oncoming traffic.
yeah, that's what it was.
No.
Russ said, what did your neighbors say about you doing the yoke down the street?
Well, they thought that it was going to be a block training session, right? Didn't somebody say something?
Yeah.
But it was not.
Nobody said anything. It was good. It was.
Nobody ever says anything. You know, when people just wave.
They probably just think we're weirdos.
Yeah. I don't really care if anybody says anything anyway.
Yeah.
It's public, right? The street's like public.
Yeah. So other than that, and then we got nothing else coming up, right? No more trips booked.
No, not at the moment. I think we're here for a minute.
I can't read that. Wouldn't a couple dozen Jello shots mixed with vodka be easier to travel with?
I would love to have brought vodka Jello shots onto a cruise ship,
Yeah,
but I
but-
don't know that they're gonna let you.
Yeah, I think the problem is like trying to smuggle that in is like when they put them through like the TSA or whatever kind of screening system they do is if it's thick and dense like that, it shows up on the Scantron. So like when you have like flat liquid spread out like a sheet of paper, it doesn't show.
I mean, if you know somebody, I can't read the name.
Maybe if you put all the Jello shots in your belly, like eat them all and then get onto the cruise ship, that could work too. If you just because then the alcohol won't kick on
like the Jello
until you're
monster.
already on the boat. So like eat like 12 Jello shots and then go through security and get on the boat. And then go sit by the pool and then let all those Jello shots kick in. That'll work. Probably do that.
That would work.
Now I want to book another cruise just to see how much alcohol we can smuggle.
Now, yeah, I feel like we need to document it.
We're gonna have to go do that.
We're probably gonna have to use aliases because now the cruise ships are gonna be onto
They're
it.
gonna check your IDs and then you're having an alias. You're gonna be like Bob Witchelbutt, and they're gonna be like, that's not what's on your ID. Dog's just going nuts, just
She's in circling.
dancing in
You
circles.
guys can, I mean, you guys can see that. I don't know what's happening. She's freaking out.
Oh, she found her spot.
No, she's saying we're up again.
Well,
My
with that said,
goodness.
it's right here in the microphones. All right, you ready to start wrapping this up?
Sure. I think Shadow's had enough. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
She's done.
She got tired. She actually like passed out.
All right, guys. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for another Wednesday night. We got to get on here and meet with you guys, see you guys, and then so like I said, any questions in the future, make sure you guys hit us up and come up with some ideas for the YouTube channel, and we'll get that done.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys had fun with us. We've had one too many, and
Well, you have. I have not. I'm the responsible adult.
that's not entirely true.
All right, guys. So jump on here next Wednesday night and make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and we will catch you guys next week. Anything else that you want to add before we leave?
No, that's it. We do have another CPA After Dark coming out on Thursday.
Tomorrow
Which
night.
is tomorrow. So make sure if you're not doing so already, you're subscribing to that channel too, because lots of information is coming out on there, and I think we keep blowing people's minds. So teaching things. The more you know.
All right.
All right.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye.